Hey y'all, Candace McCool here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to bring you a glute workout today. I haven't done a workout video in quite a while, so this will be a treat for me to be able to show you just 5 simple moves that you can do in order to grow your glutes, because honestly, I have enough muscle everywhere else. I just got to grow my glutes. So we're going to hit it hard today. And if you are short like me, I am 5 foot, I'm going to show you some really great tips for short girl hacks. So before I get started, let me grab a few things from my gym locker. We're going to be doing low bar squats, so I'm definitely going to need a pad for that. Then we're going to be doing hip abduction, and so I'm going to show you a short girl hack that includes these little foam squares. And before I get started, I have to do a pre-workout, and the favorite thing that I use for that is going to be my BCAAs from Lavelle and a B12 little shot of liquid. Together, these things give me the perfect pump and give me a ton of energy to get through my workout. So now I'm on the gym floor about to do a glute workout, and before I do that, I'm going to do a quick warm up. I just start with basically the same thing every time that I warm up to make sure that all of my muscles are good and ready to really drive it hard. And so I start with butt kicks and then some high knees, and then I go into some jumping jacks. I do a little stretching with my hips and my legs, and then I do a couple of push-ups, kind of push it back into a downward dog in order to really stretch out my back and my arms. And then I just basically give myself some hugs and do my shoulders, and then I am done. So it really only takes about 2 to 3 minutes for me to warm up before I hop into my workout. When it comes to low bar squats, I like to utilize the Smith machine because it allows me to put the bar further down on my back and be able to lean forward and still be able to have good mechanical positioning for that squat. I have a tendency when I do the free weights for my glutes to kind of buckle under, and when I get down really low. And so utilizing the Smith machine allows me to keep that flat back and my butt does not come under as much. I'm going to start with some hip thrusts. Now, I don't utilize the Smith machine anymore because I realized with being so short, I cannot get my glutes down far enough to the floor in order for it to stretch out my muscles as much as what it needs to. I've tried platforms, and because of where my Smith machine is located, it makes it off kilter. So I just abandoned the whole Smith machine idea. I don't like free weights because the bench behind me, for whatever reason, I have short legs and I just don't feel like I can get my back where it needs to be on the bench. So I have been using this glute drive machine and it has been fabulous. I can keep my body exactly where it needs to be. I can feel it really targeting my glutes, which is honestly what you want anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna show you kind of how I knock a few of these out. I'm gonna do 4 sets of 10. Now, if you're like me, your hips take a beating when you use this. The straps on these hip bones make bruises. So I use these really neat foam squares and I put those up underneath the belt. Get it good and tight, position my feet where they need to go, and then I can start my workout. Bringing in my feet just a little bit, and then I'm gonna drive up fast and come down slow. Part of my hip thrust superset includes 10 kettlebell swings, 3 sets of those. So I am going to hit those right now. I've got a 35-pound weight that I'm using, and I'm just gonna knock them out. those are a little too easy, so I'm gonna go up to a 45. If you thought we were done with supersets, you would be wrong. After the hip thrusts, after the kettlebell swings, we now have 60 frog pumps to do. So you're gonna put your heels together, situate the bar on your hips, and then you're going to thrust up, squeeze in the glutes, and then lower. And we're gonna do these for 60 reps. Okay, so we're gonna end this workout with some hip abduction, and I have got a really great short girl hack for you guys. If you have short legs, utilize some foam squares. You're gonna put them on the inside of the pads, and then that way, when you come back in, you can get that full range of motion and really stretch those glutes. Otherwise, you're only coming about this far. Instead, you could get this far with the padding. So try that out and let me know how it goes for you. So that workout is a wrap. We started with the low bar squats, then we went to a superset of hip thrusts, kettlebell swings, frog thrusts, and then we went on to the hip abductor machine. I did a little bit of posing just to make sure that everything looks fluid, and I am feeling really good right now. I have about 4 weeks before my competition. If I don't include peak week, because I don't like to keep shredding and keep dieting during that time, that's for me to rest and be able to fill out my muscles, I actually only have 3 weeks to go. So down to the wire, I've got to dial it in and knock it out of the park. So I hope to bring you some more videos before competition day, so stick around and see what I come up with.